responsibility this year because Afrocentric lost a major player in Cameron Grant.
Cameron Grant, yes. And she's here. She's here, and she's going to support her team. That was one of the things that Taylor Claiborne talked about on our show last week, and so that's a tough person to lose.
Yes.
That is.
Yes.
But this is a team that can handle it.
And as you see, this defensive pressure from the Cavaliers is just getting to them really quickly. We'll see what they can do on the defensive end, but their offense has just been stifled.
Right. I think Africentric is going to really have to slow down.
And we apologize to everyone out there. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. Thank you for hanging in there and hanging in there with us. As you see the score, the Purcell Marian Cavaliers, the defending champion Cavaliers, are up 11-0, all offense and defense. Afrocentric is trying to keep pace and put some points on the board. However, these Cavaliers are just too strong early.
Absolutely. I think Ariel Grace just brought the ball up the floor. There, you know, Purcell was putting pressure on him. I think Ariel Grace, the senior, handled the ball very well, bringing it up the floor. And you have to do that. You can't show any sign of timidness. You got to be poised in this type of game.
And this is one time for your seniors. They have to play big and step up. And you need a senior point guard to keep it under control. But the lid is on the basket for Afrocentric.
Yeah.
But there goes
Good
Nelson.
Move by Nelson.
That's what you need.
And that's what she's got to do.
Natalia Nelson, big-time player, big-time move, getting it done all by herself. Great pass. Great pump fake.
Good shot.
Bucket.
They're going to play.
That's
Afrocentric is not going anywhere.
Yes. Now it looks like they settled in a bit. I think Natalia Nelson, she heard us talking.
She definitely heard us talking.
She heard us talking. Somebody got to step up.
Assignment.
Yes.
Candace. She is very much aware. And there we go. We got another steal.
And here come the Nubians. Oh, a little strong. And there's Sierra Miller with the rebound. Sitting small. Oh, doesn't get that one to go.
She has no problem letting it fly.
Oh, no.
None.
She launches it. And there goes your senior point guard.
Another charge.
Another offensive. Okay.
We sacrifice our bodies here at Purcell Marian. Oh, my goodness. Man, I mean, you don't see it very often.
No.
That players nowadays are taking charge.
Did you step in front of charge?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, me neither.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I think one time I did, I got a concussion. I said never again.
And that's the key. No. You might not even get that call.
Yeah, no.
There's a 50-50% chance that you get that call.
Just get 2 points.
Just get 2 points. It's okay.
Get 2 points. We had a couple of substitutions. Oh, but great look.
Oh, with the tip in. They are letting them play.
Yes.
It is pretty physical, but this is the type of physicality that's going to happen in tournament time.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm loving that they're letting them play, and they're handling it.
And I'm loving that they're letting the girls play. Normally, when you see a couple of flexes, some physicality, they're quick to call fouls and technicals. So
yeah, they are.
We're looking for an exciting game. So hold the whistles, refs. Oh, great pass. Great pass. Natalia Nelson.
Yes, that was the Sam.
To Samaria Thompson.
Yeah, Sam Thompson.
Sam Thompson.
She was ready. That first time she got that pass, she was not ready.
She was ready this time.
You know what? Look at Natalia Nelson all over the floor.
Playing no games.
No. She's here to work. She knows that she has to lead this team.
And if you notice, Natalia's intensity has changed the course of this game a bit.
Absolutely. As you can see, a little bit of frustration coming out of Purcell Marian. And that's exactly what Afrocentric wants to do. They want to get them uncomfortable, frustrated. And now we got 11-6 game right now.
It was a lot of pressure early from the Cavaliers, but it looks like the Nubians have settled in a little bit. But right back to D. Alexander, gets her own rebound, tip in. Too big, too strong.
Yeah, this game is going to be about who can last the longest. Because they're playing really hard.
Yes.
It's the first quarter.
Yes.
First quarter of the game, and they're playing really, really hard.
And here you see the Nubians and Nelson. She looks like their go-to right now. Get her the ball and let her work.
She's so much more calm this game, Natalia Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that.
Oh, a quick whistle.
Yeah, reach-in foul. Jada Mosley.
We talked about this before. We just hyped Jada's offense. Them hands is active tonight.
She is not playing. I mean, they understand the assignment. This is a long process for them. They cannot come into some games ready to play and others not. They've got to be ready to play every single game, and that's what we see with Purcell. Good pass, finished by Natalia Nelson.
There she goes. Natalia Nelson's playing no games, putting the team on her back. The Purcell Marian Cavaliers 13, the Africentric Nubians 8. We've had a great first quarter so far. The action still starts. There goes the Nubians with the steal, and right in the middle is Nelson looking up. Great pass.
Nelson to Bowers.
And Bowers finishes the layup.
Hey,
here come the Nubians.
I told you.
Listen.
I told you.
But we got a free ball. A little
Good
strong.
Rebound by Ariel Grace. Look, they're letting them play. They are letting them play.
And there's Nelson with the jumper, a little floater. Once again, Natalia Nelson.
Well, we know who came ready to play today.
Yes. And Trinity Small looking up, trying to get the ball in the post. We got another free ball.
Look at the rotation.
And
Look at the rotation from Afrocentric. This is what we want to see. This is tournament defense right here.
And we're looking things to settle down from the Cavaliers to get the ball in D. Alexander's hands. Over to Trinity Small. And there's Kiera Miller. Oh, and a double dribble.
Defensive pressure.
A little bit too active. That pressure, Coach Tanisha got in that timeout.
I don't think people understand, as a coach, your energy can be translated to your team. If you're panicking, your team is going to panic.
Right.
She does not do that. She was calm. She said, we have to calm down and keep our composure and take it one quarter at a time.
And that's exactly
what they did.
They're down. It's a 1-point game so far. Here are the Nubians, and here's Natalia Nelson, guarded by Kiera Miller. She breaks the press all by herself, but a little bit too strong to Claiborne. Jada Mosley with the steal with her head up. There's Kiera Miller at the top of the key, being guarded by Sam Thompson.
Africentric is doing a great job communicating on the floor defensively.
Yes, and that height. Sam Thompson is a little one. But there goes Jada Mosley. Oh, a little bit too strong, and there's Nelson with her head up. Oh, great fake. Natalia Nelson. It's game time ready. 3 seconds left. Jada Mosley. She knocks it down. Shooter shoot. Jada Mosley in supporter for the Cavaliers.
Oh, my goodness.
The Africentric Nubians after 1-16. The Purcell Marian Cavaliers 14.
The crowd went crazy off of that three.
Crazy.
But that's what she does.
Yes.
She does. 3.8 GPA, and as you can see, the Cavaliers 16, the Afrocentric Nubians 14. Before we toss it to break, let's just talk about it a little bit. The Cavaliers started off really strong on an 11-0 run, and then I don't know what that conversation was with Natalia Nelson in the huddle, but she played at a different level probably for the last 5 minutes in that quarter. Absolutely. She knows her team depends on her, and she is aware that how she plays is going to impact the rest of that team. So she's not coming to this game scared. She's not coming to this game nervous. She's coming ready to play, and that's what you expect out of some of your best players in the state, and she's one of them.
And we're going to stay right here and not toss it to break because the excitement and the intensity got us a little hype. We thank all of you for joining us here on Yamo Media, presented by My Ball. We are Girls Only Hoops. I am Candace Allen. This is Tanisha Benson. We have a show on Yamo Media every other Wednesday at 8 p.m. We recap everything. We'll get in. Somebody has a big tournament happening this weekend.
Ooh, classic in the city.
We'll get you the information. But back to the game in the second quarter. We have the Cavaliers starting now. Kiera Miller to Sierra Miller, the two twins, and D. Alexander, of course, is back in the game. We're just working the ball around the top of the key. There's Jada Mosley, Kiera Miller, D. Alexander. What a pass. A little strong. That was Melanie
for
Parker.
3.
But Mosley,
she was feeling it.
She was feeling it. I think
he
it got tipped.
She had to check it. She had to check it.
And here goes those Nubians, but a little too out of control, and the Cavaliers come back down the other way. There's Mosley, and this is Sierra Miller.
They can shoot it.
Bucket.
And you don't want to give up those wide open threes. Those are easy shots to knock down. That's not the shots you want to give them. You want to give them contested shots. But I love how they're wearing them down. I love how the game is coming to them. They're attacking that glass.
Yes, and there you see D. Alexander all by herself. Takes the contact. And for the layup, and here come the Nubians.
This team is doing a great job of looking for the open passes, running the floor, and that's what you want.
And Janiah Bowers answers with a 3 of her own.
The freshman.
Stepping up, knocking down big shots. And here come the Cavaliers. That's Kiara Miller, a little short. And Taylor Claiborne with the rebound, trying to find her guard. There's Ashlyn Winfrey.
I'm waiting to see more out of Claiborne. And I understand that this is a game that's up and down. Post players in games like this, don't get frustrated. Understand that the game will calm down. It will settle. And then that's your time to eat.
And what can... She did talk about when she appeared on our show, being one of the bigger players out there, and she can't finish around the rim. So what can the Nubians do to get her in control?
They're going to have to slow the ball down. They're going to have to look for their open men, and then you'll see.
Great pass. But once again, taking it right on the chest. Kiara Miller.
They're looking for each other.
Winfrey and D. Alexander with the block coming back down the other way. 1-on-2. Too big, too strong. D. Alexander.
That's deep.
And we got another timeout.
Well, it seems like when they take timeouts, it's a good thing.
Yes,
we'll take the timeout.
Oh, you see her right on that replay. D. Alexander blocks it, keeps it in control, takes it on 1-on-2, and able to finish at the rim.
She is that.
And it looks like the Cavaliers are establishing themselves a little bit in this second quarter. We are Girls Only Hoops. This is Yahoo Media. Yamo Media. Please stay with us after this break.
If you've ever dreamed of a career in the sports production industry, your dream could come true. The Ohio Media School is enrolling their next sports emphasis class soon. You'll learn about all the different aspects of what goes into the broadcast that you watch or listen to. Go from behind the scenes to the front of the camera. You'll also get hands-on opportunities to practice your skills through the Score On Air network. Call the Ohio Media School at 614-655-5250 or visit beonair.com/Columbus.
And we're back at Purcell Marian Catholic High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. This is the Afrocentric Nubians versus the Purcell Marian Cavaliers. We're here in the second quarter, about 5 minutes and 52 seconds left.
Don't you just love good basketball?
We love it. We love it. And as you see, there's Nelson with a quick jump shot, and D. Alexander with the rebound coming back down the other way. Keeps her dribble on the floor. All contact, still no call.
They're going to let them play.
Finally, we got a foul, but the foul is on
Mosley.
Alexander.
Is there a technical?
With a technical foul on the head coach, Jamar Mosley. We see a little scrub on the floor. They call the foul on D. It's really small in that corner, but it was just two players going for the ball. Not a lot of contact.
And a technical already.
I can understand Coach DeMar's frustration. There you see D with the rebound. Look at all the contact. Keeps her dribble while she's on the floor. But you see right here, they call a foul on D. Alexander. Maybe just a small
pull on the arm.
Her arm.
Yeah. Pull on the arm. And, it's important to know your coaches. Coach Mosley is extremely energetic, very, what's the word I want to use? Energetic is a good word.
Yeah.
For him.
Passionate.
Yes, he's very passionate. And so that's just how he coaches. Do I think that deserved a technical? I do not.
Yes.
I do not. I've seen men's games. You know,
they let it come out.
Yeah, they let them come out.
A quick technical foul.
Yeah.
But they got it under control. And here are the Nubians. There's Sam Thompson.
Looking it over.
Alexander. There's the senior point guard, Ariel Grace.
Candace, this is exactly how they're going to get Claiborne involved. Because they're running their offense, but we got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, a little too quick and unsure what to do with the basketball. And a quick shuffle of his feet, and the Cavaliers take over. And there is Kiera Miller. Giving it to Sierra Miller. There's D. Alexander.
This is a nice crowd.
Yes, and they're very loud, which we love. There's Alexander with the layup in the end. One. D. Alexander.
She is no joke.
Too big, too strong.
And she knows it. And that's a dangerous player when they know how bad they are.
This is one of the top-ranked players in the country, and you see her. Settles her feet, splits the two, gets the and one.
And that's a great replay because on that play, as she splits the defense, her eyes automatically go to the rim. Some players are splitting the defense and not even looking at the rim. It's very important to look at the rim, focus on what you're trying to do, take the contact if it's there, but score the ball.
And if you don't know, D. Alexander is only a sophomore.
She's only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore.
We call her, that's a big baby. That's a big baby. That's a big baby.
And one thing that impresses me so much about D is she plays very poised.
Yeah.
Even last year during the state championship game, there was a point they gave her the ball. They got everybody out the way.
Move.
And she won the game for them.
Move.
Listen. But that's what you do when you have the rank and the pressure. There you see the Cavaliers with the trap. There's Nelson with the ball. Head up, gets it to Sam Thompson. But those Cavaliers aren't shy from getting on the floor.
I love the hustle. I love the hustle by, who was that?
That's one of the
Sam.
twins. Yes.
You know, I was thinking at our interview last week, how do we know which twin interviewed?
You know, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Because they could have tricked us.
You did say they could have pulled a switcheroo. I think they may have.
Yeah.
But there's Kiera Miller with a quick little foul, a little bit too handsy.
Yeah, I mean,
and they're in a one-and-one.
If they're going to let you play, you might as well get a little bit of pressure on it. Hey, the sharpshooter's coming back in. Sharpshooter's coming back in.
The sharpshooter and the defender.
And the new defender.
Yes.
She's showing that, and I think it's personal to her. She talked about that.
To be a well-rounded player.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And there's Sam Thompson here at the free throw line. Sam Thompson, a junior. Got a little height on her, too. 5'11".
Yeah, she does.
Doesn't get the free throw to go, and the Cavaliers take over. There's Alexander. Gets it over to Miller. Oh, friendly bounce, but two Cavaliers converge for the rebound, but doesn't get it in control.
Don't you just love how their guards attack the rim?
Oh, absolutely.
Like everybody is rebounding.
Yes.
It's not just D. It's not just Mosley. Everybody is crashing the boards, and you got to appreciate that because that gives them second chances. I think Afrocentric is going to have to do a better job of not turning over the ball.
And right on cue,
not turning over the ball.
There's Melanie Parker getting down there on the floor. Another deflection.
Yeah. I'm 100% positive that's exactly what Coach Janisha is thinking. We got to stop turning the ball.
We got to stop turning the ball.
Yes, Purcell is really good, and they're doing a great job. However,
oh, what a pass by Mosley under the basket, and D. Alexander once again. And we got a timeout.
Another timeout.
On the floor, it looks like the home team wanted a timeout. And you see this out-of-bounds play. There's Mosley. Two players on her, D cuts. Too big, too strong.
And that's the freshman. Understanding if D is at the free throw line,
yes,
she is cutting to the rim.
Yes.
Like, you push her out. Mm-hmm. Don't let her get too much space coming into the basket. That is very important. Dee is bullying a lot of these plays and these plays. She's really bullying. She uses her body very well, and she reads. She's smart about her decisions and how she moves her body.
How can Afrocentric use Taylor Claiborne to center her in front of the basket maybe just to clog up that lane? Because most of these points have come off from
they're
inside.
layups.
Yeah,
they're layups.
Use your height and your physicality to your advantage. I think if Afrocentric can establish Claiborne on the defensive end, maybe that can get her going offensively, but I think that could be one thing to slow Dee down a little bit.
Absolutely. And what makes it hard is that Purcell can shoot the three, too.
And here we see the Nubians trying to break the press. There's Bowers taking it up, and Small and Miller guarding her. That countdown is ticking. There's the senior. Nelson gets it right in time. She takes it herself, a little jump stop. Oh, doesn't get the ball to go.
That's the
Here's
shot we want.
Alexander with her head up. Gets it to Small. Oh, a little too strong. And there's Grace coming back down for the Nubians. Takes the hit, but an awkward angle. And a late. Oh, it's a call on the Nubians coming back down the court. See, those are the opportunities, too. Even as a senior guard, you may want to pull that ball back out.
Yep, pull it out. And I understand that these Nubians want to win this game. This is not a game that they're like, oh, we already lost. No, they're going to fight all the way through the entire game. That's just Afrocentric for you. It's never going to change. They've had that culture from day one.
Yes.
It's not changing. So this game is not over. I don't care about any score at all.
And there's Small, gives it back to Dee. Another thing about Dee, she can run the point if you need her to. Takes it all herself against three, but there's Small working outside the three-point line, gets it back out to Kiera Miller.
Small is always looking for that shot.
She sure is.
I'm telling you.
You gotta love it. Oh, wide open. Melanie Parker, what a look.
I almost want to say
Miller.
Good foul.
Oh,
I'm not really trying to give up too many more points.
Listen, and you see with her
on the
head up,
line.
Kiera Miller sees her wide open, but Nelson says, no easy buckets.
And that's just communication.
Yes.
And I called this at the beginning. The first quarter, they were really good about communicating. They've got to keep with those same principles. Don't change the principle. And that's what happens probably when you get tired or you get worn down and now it's a 10-point game and now you got to dig yourself out of a hole. But you got to continue to communicate. That's very important. They can't change that. Stay true to your principles.
And we'll see if Melody Parker can knock down 2 for 2. And she does. And gives the Cavaliers an 11-point lead. We have a substitution. Here goes Sierra Miller.
And Purcell's going to keep this press on.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't look like they're backing off, and I wouldn't take it off either.
No, both teams are going to keep the press on.
And here's Ashton Winfrey trying to break it all herself. Gets it out to Grace, looking up. Trying to keep the ball under control, being guarded heavily by
I'm having
Small.
Claiborne look.
And there's Sam Thompson. Great jump stop. Doesn't get the ball to go. Tries to follow her own rebound. But Kiera Miller takes it. Oh, one-on-one. Kiera Miller. We see you.
That's Sam giving up too much space. Allowing Key. Was that Key?
Yes.
Oh, see. Okay. Because you know you can't tell them apart.
It's one of the Millers. But there's Cielo. He gets it over to Kiera Miller for three. A 5-point run. All by herself.
Man.
Miller to Miller. We see the Twins open. The Purcell Marian Cavaliers, 35. The Afrocentric Nubians, 19. Listen.
And the crazy part about it is that's that space. That's that space. Now,
no fear.
That replay with that smaller guard being able to extend, that is huge.
And their sister,
finding them.
The sister knocked down a 3.
I don't think that's fair.
Look at the action right there.
I don't think that's fair.
Oh, they playing on a different level. Sister to sister.
You know, they read each other minds.
Right.
Not fair.
And she knew it was going in, too.
She knew she was in the corner. There was 2 other people wide open at the top. She missed all of them and then going to throw it to the corner. It's that twin thing.
That connection.
If we got any twins online, y'all know what we're talking about.
Thank you for joining us. We are presented by My Ball. Tanisha, can you tell us a little bit about My Ball?
Oh, my goodness. My Ball is a company that creates custom basketballs for players, for training, for game balls. They have it all. I actually have a personal custom my ball at home with OGBR, and I love it. Great grip, a lot of time and strategy.
Ball, we are presented by My Ball. Ashton Winfrey for the Nubians. Back to the action. Oh, G. Alexander with the pop out to stop that three.
Now we are playing soccer.
They use the hands, chest, feet, legs, knees. They're using everything.
D just made this game into soccer.
Jumping out on that three-point line now. Look, all-around player right there. Gets it into Sam Top, and here's the Nubians. And there's Howe, doesn't get enough on that three, and Alexander with the rebound with her head up, gets the pass. What a pass!
Now, as you can tell, this is hard because Natalia Nelson is sitting on the bench.
And that was Mackenzie Jones finishing the layup, just running the floor. There's Sam Thompson trying to get it together, gets it to Winfrey, jump stop. Oh,
it's a lid on the basket.
Lid on the basket. D with her head
Good
up,
hands.
and Grace with the deflection.
It's a lid on it. They're getting good shots.
Yes.
They are getting good shots.
But that lid is closed.
Yeah, something happened up there.
And you see on the replay here, D. Alexander, head up, no look. And what a finish. And I love when players finish on the left side.
Don't you just love it?
That was never my strong suit.
and Mackenzie Jones is a freshman.
A little bit too strong from Sam Thompson, but at least this time, Sam Thompson saw a smaller player coming at her and used those hands to block the shot.
I love how D is pulling Jones aside to have a conversation with her, to tell her, hey, let's try and do it this way. Let's try and do it this way. I love that. That's very important to have leadership that will kind of coach you through it. Not just Coach Mosley, not just the rest of the coaching staff, but you have coaches that are on the floor.
I love that.
And that's growth for D. Alexander. I mean, yeah, she can play, but she's also a leader, and not a very loud leader, but she has shown leadership, and I love that about her game.
And that's one thing about younger players, too, is there's no such thing, there's not one way to be a leader. You just have to find your way, to be your own, build it in your own, formulate it yourself. You can be a quiet leader, a loud one, or you can be one like Kiera Miller getting the steal out to Jada Mosley.
Oh,
Steph Curry range a little bit too strong, and there's Kiera Miller with the rebound.
If she would have hit that shot, this gym would have lost it.
Exploded. No foul called on the play. Let's see who comes up with it. That's Jones. Jada Mosley again. Oh, back of the iron, and Sam Thompson grabs a rebound. There's Grace trying to break this press for the Nubians, and we got a three. Brianna Howe.
That is a tough shot.
Tough shot, and the Nubians get to steal. Ashton Winfrey doesn't get the ball to go.
I love the hustle.
Love the hustle. One thing about Winfrey, though, she has a quick jump stop, which is really good. The thing, she has to position her body better.
Right.
If she gets her shoulder square to the basket, those shots will fall.
Yeah, that shot is going down. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is exactly the kind of pace that Afrocentric wants to play. And they've got to be strong with the ball.
Oh, a little bit too handsy. There's Jones feeling the pressure. Listen, we see hands on hips, and please don't think that players are out of shape. This game has been intense.
Yes. Yes, viewers, please don't think they're out of shape. They are actually in great shape, because if Benson was out here, I'm telling you now, I would have been cherry picking the whole game. I'd have cherry picked the whole game, because ain't no way. No.
And then you see G with the rebound again with her head up. Oh, not enough.
She loves that right side.
Loves the right side. D. Alexander. And you're gonna have to do a little bit more than that to stop her one-on-one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come up early.
And there you see the Cavaliers with the steal, but the Nubians get it right back.
Way to fight.
Oh, Brianna Howe, a little too
foul
strong.
Over the top. I love this. This is great basketball. It's in a great atmosphere.
Yes. And we have to shout out, I believe that's the Purcell Marian Cavaliers JV team. I think they are the loudest people here.
Oh, my goodness. They play after this.
Listen.
So I hope they're conserving their energy.
That's that scream like, we trying to get on varsity.
We trying to get on varsity. Coach, you hear us?
Yes.
Coach, do you hear us?
Yes. And we ready for our time.
Right.
We are engaged.
Right.
Focus. Karen Miller. Oh, got the front end of a 1-and-1.
She said she was working on the free throws. Didn't she say that last week?
She sure did.
She said that she was working on free throws. So I see what she's talking about.
And she knocks down both of them.
She got a nice little roll.
She sure did.
She bought that one.
But she got confidence in that shot down.
She
knocked
does.
out some three-point shots.
She does.
She's taking some charges. She's gotten into the lane. She's playing big time. And here's Afrocentric. There's Bowers controlling the ball, being guarded by Small. Oh, great
It's that second line of defense.
Yes.
That the ball handler has to see early. It's not the first. They're handling that one-on-one pressure defense. It's the second line that's coming in, getting the steals, and then Purcell Marian is running. And that is not what you want to see.
No, and there you see Grace, getting trapped in the corner, gets Sam Thompson. She's going one-on-one against D. A shot, no call, but they get the turnover, and there's Sierra Miller. She brings it right back out. Now we're talking about growth for point guards. You don't see the numbers
Pulling it out.
Pulling it out. There's D. Alexander being guarded one-on-one by Howe. Sends another defender. Oh! And D. Alexander will head to the free throw line.
Listen, if I'm Afrocentric, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I think they should put another defender on her. At some point, you got to go, listen, I'm going to take your best weapon away from you. You other players are going to have to beat me.
Who would you choose?
You know what? I'm going to go Sam Thompson. She has the height.
I thought about that.
She has the physicality.
How many fouls does she have?
She may have one.
Oh, yeah, they don't roll over.
Yeah, and look, I have a sleeper on that too. Taylor Claiborne was doing a really good job moving her feet on the three-point line on the defensive end. If she's not in foul trouble either, I'll at least put a big body in front of D.
When D is coming like a freight train down the floor,
that's it.
You're going to have to collapse.
Yes.
The hard part is that Purcell has shooters all around.
Yes. But at this point, they're going to have to beat me. They're going to have to beat me.
Yeah, because I would not let her go off.
D is getting to the lane way too easy.
I've already told D, we're going to play one-on-one once I get in shape. All right, I told her before the game. They said, girl, we're going to play one-on-one.
Here on Yamo Media, and that is the first half. The Purcell Marian Cavaliers, 44, the Africentric Nubians, 22. This is Girls Only Hoops on Yamo Media, presented by My Ball. We will come back to you after the half. Thank you for joining us.
An unlimited connection to others. And a platform for you. Social media is where you can thrive. If you have a passion for media, either on camera or behind the scenes, Ohio Media School can change your life in just 8 short months. Learn from the pros and get the skills you need. Start creating engaging social media content about what you want. You can get paid to create. It starts by visiting beonair.com. Call Ohio Media School Columbus at 614-723-9675.
E.E. Ward Moving and Storage Company is a nationally recognized leader in the relocation and transportation industry. They offer comprehensive services including commercial and household moving, delivery services, and logistics. E.E. Ward has received numerous awards for his high level of service, including the 2021 North American Van Lines Agent of the Year. More information, please visit www.eeward.com and follow the company on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. That's www.eeward.com.
An unlimited connection to others. And a platform for you. Social media is where you can thrive. If you have a passion for media, either on camera or behind the scenes, Ohio Media School can change your life in just 8 short months. Learn from the pros and get the skills you need. Start creating engaging social media content about what you want. You can get paid to create. It starts by visiting beonair.com. Call Ohio Media School Columbus at 614-723-9675.
If you've ever dreamed of a career in the sports production industry, your dream could come true. The Ohio Media School is enrolling their next sports emphasis class soon. You'll learn about all the different aspects of what goes into the broadcast that you watch or listen to. Go from behind the scenes to the front of the camera. You'll also get hands-on opportunities to practice your skills through the Score On Air network. Call the Ohio Media School at 614-655-5250 or visit beonair.com/Columbus.
E.E. Ward Moving and Storage Company is a nationally recognized leader in the relocation and transportation industry. They offer comprehensive services including commercial and household moving.
This segment is all about the Africentric Nubians. Can you
Yes.
share a little bit about this powerhouse that has been running the state
Oh, my
for like over a
goodness.
decade?
I mean, they are such a beloved team and program that you're going to see at the end. They always put it together. They always find a way to win. And I think it's so fun to see those girls compete. And I think it's really hard to play. It could be hard to play for a program that the standard is winning.
Yeah, the expectation.
The expectation is to win.
Yes.
Like when you got state championship, state championship, and it's almost as if like, okay, but what about now?
Right.
And that's what I love about their reset mentality. They never get entitled. They never come with the approach that we're better or we're this, we're that. They come ready to play.
Yes.
They're confident in who they are
Yes.
and what Coach Janisha can do and how she's going to strategize and stuff like that. And their players just are locked in to
Yes.
what the program needs and how to win at the end.
And one thing that always impressed me about Afrocentric is that they play hard no matter who they play. And oftentimes, like you said, as great as they've been and you can rest on your laurels, like you can play to your competition. This team, this program, you're going to get maximum effort every time you see this team step on the court.
Absolutely. And they are who they are.
Yes.
That's what I love. Like if they say they're going to press, they're going to press.
They coming for you.
And we seen that.
Did we not?
We seen that at
We
the battle
seen
in
it
the
up close.
614. It
Yes,
was
we
just
did.
like,
Playing no games. And the attention to defense, that's the scary part, is that,
jeez Louise.
you know, we understand putting the ball in the basket. Obviously, they're going to have a huge defensive
They got so many
assignment
weapons.
coming this game. But defensively, this team go at it.
Yeah, they don't
I love
play.
it.
And I love the wisdom.
Yes.
Like, it matters when you have young ladies on your team that have wisdom.
Yes.
Because it allows your younger players to skip some lessons of
Yes.
error that they really didn't need to have.
Yes.
I mean, she's simple. If you don't know, ask. That's something that freshmen all over our state, all over our country in women's, if you don't know, ask. It doesn't
And
matter.
as a junior, how important for her is it to have that type of disposition? Because especially in a game like this, you said they got some babies on their team. You can get rattled. The pressure can get to you. But she's so even keeled.
She's so calm.
She's so cool. Don't get me wrong. They coming out the dreams and nightmares. So
Okay.
they got that flip. They got to flip the switch. But how important is it for the players to look to Jada to just see somebody who's composed
so
and
important.
just steady?
Candace, it's so important. I mean, it ages your team quickly. Like, last year was their first state championship. The year before, they lost. Me and Coach Mosley talked about that. Look how mature that team is going to be by having a leader like Jada Mosley.
Yes.
It's essential. I don't think you can win without that type of leadership.
Right.
And they were all babies. Jada was a
She
sophomore,
sure
right?
was, yes.
Dee and,
Freshman.
Key and, all Miller twins, they
Yes.
were both freshmen. You know what I mean?
They had a really young team. Like, these players still have years left, and they're so composed. And we hyping it up. It don't faze them.
They not moved at all.
No.
And Africentric not going to be moved at all either. Like, they are coming with their best.
Yes.
And I love the fact that players are going to play.
Yes.
And they already in their mind, whether they went through this specific, strategy, as an individual player, they are aware of what they want to do.
Yes,
individually. Like, that makes the team strategy so much stronger. Like, as a player, you have to know, like, what's important to your game and what you need to do. We just heard from Key talking about her free throws. As a point guard, like, she knows how important or not turning the ball over.
Absolutely.
Coach Mosley shouldn't have to talk about it because she knows it.
She knows it.
She's
already.
aware. She's sensitive to it. So all the players that are watching this show, like, you got to be conscious of your game because it will affect the team.
It will. You see,
I would love to see her
Vincent is like
I would love to see her and D
together.
At it. Because I'm telling you, I've been to a practice and I'm telling you, she is not playing no games.
I love that. But that's how point guards got to be.
What?
And I understand that with the Purcell team, obviously, D. Alexander is a nationally ranked player.
Yeah.
But everybody has a role. As a point guard, you have a role. As a shooter, you have a role. But they all work.
And they respect each other.
Yes.
Like, D is not trying to do what Key does.
Right.
It's not happening.
Understands her importance to the success of that team.
And what Mosey does.
Yes.
I know Key delivers the ball right in that pocket. Is trying to and looking for the option. I mean, that's what she said. She's looking for the options and things like that. I mean, don't you just love beautiful basketball? Oh, my God.
That's what we do. And we mentioned that not only Purcell Marian is going to be ready, Afrocentric is going to be ready. And welcome back to Purcell Marian Catholic High School. This is Girls Only Hoops and Yamo Media presented by My Ball. I am Candace Allen with Tanisha Benson. And we have been on the call for this big game between the state champions, the 2022 state champions of Purcell Marian Cavaliers and the powerhouse that is the Africentric Nubians. Tanisha, tell me a little bit about this Purcell Marian team and how they came out in the first half.
They came out like state champs. Yeah, I mean, that's what they did. They made the extra passes. They looked for open, teammates defensively. They're scrappy. They're everywhere. And they read. Like, they make the game simple. They don't try to force too much. They're very smart. And I think it's very hard to beat a team like that. I mean, at any division, it doesn't matter. Like, they are very hard to beat.
And what can the Afrocentric Nubians do in this second half? Natia Nelson in that first quarter tried to do it. She put the team in her back and closed the gap, but in that second quarter. So what do you think Coach Denisha told them in the locker room to cut into this 20-point lead?
Don't turn over the ball. You turn over the ball, sub.
You playing no game. You turn it over, you gotta sit down.
Because you're helping them out.
Yes.
Afrocentric is talented. I'm not worried about this lead as much as it may look because I know how Afrocentric is. They are that team that if you try to knock them down, they're coming back at you. The game is never open, and that is how Coach Janisha coaches. I'm telling you. So this is not going to be one of those games where it's just going to be, we're going to roll over and that's it. It's not happening.
And this Afrocentric team is like a 7-time state champion, so don't count them out. But starting out this second half, we have the Cavaliers. There's Jada Mosley handling the ball over to Kiera Miller, who hit some big-time threes being guarded by Nelson. But Kiera got her on her hip. Too easy.
No help.
Kiera Miller.
She is nasty with that scoop. Woo. She is nasty with that scoop. And as a guard, she's a smaller guard. You have to be able to create the space.
And here we see Afrocentric trying to break the press. There is Nelson. Looks over to Grace for 3. Oh, a little strong. And that's Sierra Miller getting the rebound, looking down the other way. D has them in the corner, guarded by Winfrey. And there's Nelson. You know what?
They missed Nelson.
Yes.
That second quarter, she didn't play as much. They needed her. Because she makes things happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Too much space.
Too much space and a little bit too handsy for Claiborne. She was real late coming over.
We have to jump on her right side.
You're forcing her left.
As she's coming off that screen, she's going to hesitate a little bit. She's going to kind of be upright. And then when you caught sleeping, she's going to drop her shoulders and she's going to get right to the rim.
This is
you
Coach
better
Tanisha
jump
Benson
to the right side. I'm telling you.
Trying to school you.
I'm trying to help
on how to guard somebody who constantly goes left, but She can't finish on the left side too, but Afrocentric is going to have to do something to slow her down.
You're going to have to force her left. Not that she can't finish on the left side. She can, but she's comfortable on the right side.
Completely in a groove.
Can we make it a little bit challenging for her?
I like that.
That's what we got to do. We got to make it a little tougher on her.
And D knocks down both free throws.
And we don't want to put her on the line.
Oh,
that's
no.
for sure.
And we have a sub coming in. The freshman, Mackenzie Jones. And that press is still on.
Yeah, they're coming.
There's Ariel Grace handling the ball, looking up, and Bowers gets it on the corner. Missed the post-up. Taylor Claiborne trying to get big. There she goes. Finally gets one to go. Taylor Claiborne.
You know what I think it is? Our guards, sometimes guards, pick it up, pick it up.
But we have a foul here on the floor.
Taylor's going to have to be a lot stronger with that ball. That was her steal. She deserved that. Afrocentric deserves that. But you got to hold on to that ball a little bit tougher.
You see here on the replay, D and Claiborne going at it. See, on these calls, I think that's a no call.
Yeah, let it go.
When you're just, there goes Kiera Miller.
She's reading.
Listen. First half was D. Second half was Kiera. And there's Sierra, don't want to be left out either. See Jada Mosley on the corner. Whoop. Bucket. Jada Mosley.
I don't think she caught it. I don't think she caught the ball.
The ball was in the air.
I don't think she caught the ball.
It was just a touch and go. Afro Winfrey trying to make some things happen, but D with the steal. And D
I don't think she caught the ball.
There's Alexander taking the ball by herself.
What I tell you? Look. Right shoulder.
Oh, doesn't get that one to go, and here comes Nelson.
Look, you got 2 on 3.
Oh, a good step through. But they can't control the ball. And now here Coach Jack is trying to pull these Nubians to call off the press just to try to slow the Cavaliers down a little bit. There's Kiera Miller.
I thought you were about to go. And at that point, I'm going home.
You thought it was about to go.
I'm going to sign off. Benson off. Benson out.
There's Alexander at the top
Here
of the
comes.
key
Look.
with the pick.
See how she's not? Again, you have to give her.
The other way.
But she closed off the right side.
Got you.
If you close off the right side, it forces her to have to spin.
And give up the basketball.
Yeah.
There's Sierra Miller. Gets it over to Kiera Miller. Oh, what a pass. Backdoor. Jada Mosley, the freshman with her heads up. Mackenzie Jones. Listen, freshman. This Purcell Marian.
You know what? And this is when I talked about Afrocentric, and I said that they were young, but they're tough. This is what I'm talking about. That youthfulness.
Look at that
Bowers
pass.
lost contact with Mosley. That backdoor is hard to defend if you have no contact with that offensive player.
And I need people to understand the players that are on the floor for the Purcell Marian team. That was a freshman passing it to a junior with 3 sophomores surrounding her, Kiera, Sierra, and D. Alexander. This is a young team playing like this.
Yeah, and defensively, you have to be really sound. And you have to have a lot of experience to understand. There's a lot of movement in Coach Mosley's offense. A lot of screens. And if you notice how they're setting the screens at the top, it allows their players to go downhill.
Yes.
A lot of movement towards the rim. A lot of movement towards the rim, and then kick and read. It's a lot of drive and kick, screen and kick. Like, it's a lot of that. And so what do? Do you switch? Do you keep? Do you go under? Do you go over? That takes a lot of communication.
It sure does. And these young folks are handling it well. See, Coach Benson breaking it down.
I'm trying to break it down.
All the way for you. And here goes this press still. Keeping it on. Nelson trying to break it. There's Bowers. Gets it to Gray. Sees Claiborne. Doesn't get her the ball off rip. And Trinity Small with the deflection. And Jones handles it. Gets it to Sierra Miller.
They're twins. It's okay.
You know, I'm a catch.
We got Claiborne out there on the 3-point line. No, she said, no, let me do me. Let me do me.
There's Kiera Miller. Handling the ball a little bit too handsy.
But I'm forcing her back to the left.
Okay.
A lot of their offense is going to that right side.
Is that the
right side? You got to let them not have it.
That's
Keep it over there.
Defensive strategy against the Cavaliers. Their guards tend to go right, force them left.
They like right.
And they so amped to get it, they didn't have anybody taking the ball out.
Okay, they trying to score.
And Sierra Miller controls it, gives it back to her sister, Kiera.
I would be so confused as to who I'm guarding.
And Taylor Claiborne is up there on the three-point line.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But we got to make it moves a little bit too quick, Chef, on the free. But we have to love it when players take the initiative to try to get something going. But it looks like the coach wasn't too happy.
No. That's why, because of the technical foul.
A technical foul call.
I get it, but I don't like it.
It's just a little frustration.
But you got to let them have it a little bit. If it's not amongst themselves, the teams, let them have it.
Oh, and Bowers can't get the first free throw to go.
This freshman is tough.
Yes.
Janiyah Bowers is tough. She's a tough freshman. Tough freshman. That's what you need. They're going to stay positive on the Afrocentric bench. I got a chance to talk to the great Will McKinney. He's in the building. The all-time coach. Man, he got a mural. You know, him and his wife has a mural, literally, at Afrocentric for just the impact that they've had on this program.
Oh, absolutely.
Score the ball.
A little bit too out of control, and there's Alexander, but Nelson keeps her head up, gets the steal. Oh, what a fake. We see you. Natalia Nelson.
She made me dizzy on that one.
She sure did. That fake had my head moving. And she's back on the defensive end.
Look at how they are. Look at how she is handling that amount of pressure.
Yes. And that's the thing for Nelson, too. When she feels like it and that intensity gets up, she just plays at a different level.
She doesn't care about anything. She wants to win. It's not about how she looks. It's not about all those extra, uppity things that girls care about. She wants to win. She's competitive.
And what can the Nubians do to slow down the Cavaliers? That right there works, Claiborne, but Nelson with the block. She controls it. Sees Howell a little strong, but able to keep it in bounds.
Take care of the ball.
Grace gets it to Claiborne at the top of the key. Gets Bowers, takes a long three-pointer. Too strong. Nelson gets the rebound. Wilds up
right there.
Got a smaller player on her back. Too big, too strong.
All they got to do is make them play D.
Yes.
You can't chuck it up the first 2 seconds. Make them play defense.
And listen, if they're going to play Claiborne with a smaller player that's almost 2 heads shorter than her, let her post up and give her the ball.
Candace, who else they going to guard Claiborne? Name her. Who out here guarding Claiborne?
The only one out there with height is Alexander.
And she ain't guarding her. I'm telling you, she's not guarding her.
And we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break. This is Girls Only Hoops and Yamo Media presented by My Ball. Please stay with us with more girls basketball.
An unlimited connection to others. And a platform for you. Social media is where you can thrive. If you have a passion for media, either on camera or behind the scenes, Ohio Media School can change your life in just 8 short months. Learn from the pros and get the skills you need. Start creating engaging social media content about what you want. You can get paid to create. It starts by visiting beonair.com. Call Ohio Media School Columbus at 614-723-9675.
And welcome back. I do want to recognize the Ohio Media School. This production is presented by students of the school of both the Columbus and Cincinnati chapters. I want to thank them for all of their efforts. The production, if you want to learn on camera, broadcasting, social media, radio, television, all of it, look into beonair.com and the Ohio Media School. Now back to the action. Here are the Cavaliers. Kiera Miller with the ball.
You see how Bowers is playing her on the right side. She's giving her left.
Yes. It seems like Benson's words of wisdom has trickled down to the Afrocentric Nubians. And
that's
Taylor
a good block.
Playing good with the block.
Hey, I love that she's confident to get out there. I'm going to tell her after the game. That's what you say. You say big girls can guard out here too, girl.
Play big. And
don't play me like I can only play on the block.
And as we see different from the first half, she gets a smaller player ready for the block shot.
Cutting to the rim. Sit down.
And there's
play on the right. Play on the right. Play on the right. Play on the right. There you go.
Coach is up here now.
Hey.
And we have the Cavaliers dribbling out. Jada Mosley controls it, guarded by Grace.
Play smart. Play smart.
Small, guarded by Claiborne. Has a lot of height on her. She pulls up. Oh, too short. She had to get that ball up really, really high. Here comes Nelson. Sizes up. Right. Alexander gets it down to Claiborne. Ooh! But that is...
She scared me on that one.
Miller going for the ball.
She got a good headband.
All heart. Sierra Miller. Help defense. You gotta love the anticipation. You see her just lost her feet.
Oh wait, what call was that?
But it was a foul on Taylor Claiborne.
What?
Yes.
Oh no.
And there's Trinity Small. Oh,
you thought she was gonna shoot it.
I thought she was about to pull it. They get it over to Alexander.
Again, don't give her the right.
And there's Small back to Alexander, gets it to Mosley, guarded by Nelson.
Here come the right.
And there's the right-hand side again. Too strong, too big, too
give
strong.
Her the right.
On the right side, too easy. And once again, Sierra Miller with the steal, anticipating it. And D. Alexander, another bucket. It's too much, Cavaliers, so far. The press is still on, a little bit too strong from Sierra Miller. But we're looking at a 30-point lead.
Yeah. But you know what? If I'm Africentric, I'm taking this because the end goal is to win it all. The end goal is to learn from every game. You're going to lose some. You better learn how to lose now so that you don't ever have that feeling towards the tournament.
Yes.
You got to understand that. Teams need this early.
And there's Grace for the Nubians working against a trap. They get it to Nelson. And they call another quick foul. It looked like that whistle was getting a little happy now.
Yeah. And I think, obviously this is a good film for Africentric to watch. It's a great film for Purcell to watch. And if you're going to play them in the tournament, I'm watching this film too.
And Sam Thompson with the jump stop, a little too strong on the back iron.
No foul.
And look at the small guards down there handling business. Alexander gets it. Now she's on that right side. Euro. Oh, but got her quick on her hand from Bowers. Listen, if you can see Tanisha in this booth, she's giving you the keys to stop the freight train that is D. Alexander.
I'm trying not to evaluate. That's what I'm trying not to do.
She's telling you to hang on that right side and see what she can do going left.
Yes. And she has the ability to go left. But we're talking about a top 5 player in the country. Yes. We're not talking about, a player that's, that's not as talented. This is a top player in the country, the U.S. Like, you have to force her to make the shots that she doesn't want to take.
That's it.
She wants to take the right side. It's not that she can't go left. I am not going to let her have right.
And once again, the analysis from Coach Benson.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to go.
I already told her we're going to go one-on-one when I get in shape.
D. Alexander.
And I'm forcing her left.
I'm forcing
her left.
Her competition, Tanisha, we're going to present that live here on Yellow Media. It's going to be a special edition.
Yeah, it is going to be a special edition. We're going to have 3 trainers, EMT.
Everybody. And there's Grace with a great floater.
Good floater.
In the paint. Who should look for offense a little bit more.
Yeah. And just to go off of D. Alexander, it is so fun to see the best players play.
Like
it is a treat.
Yes.
And you have to value the ability to play at that level. I think people think it's easy because she makes it look easy.
Yeah.
But Dee works hard, and she's committed to the game, and I appreciate her game.
D. Alexander, only a sophomore, one of the top-ranked players in the country.
They love that play.
Listen, there is another one, too. Kiera Miller has been all over the floor. What a great pass by Jada Mosley. Look, this Purcell Marian team is dangerous. And there's Ariel Grace again, too strong off the back. Iron.
I didn't realize the time went out. I said, oh, she's Steph Curry. Never mind.
That is the end of the third quarter. The Purcell Marian Cavaliers 63. The Afrocentric Nubians 31. We will be back after this quick break for the fourth quarter.
Dedicated Cavalier number 21, Leah Maycall.
And welcome back to Purcell Marian Catholic High School. This is Girls Only Hoops and Yamo Media presented by My Ball. We are here in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers, the 2022 Division III state champions, are leading 63 against the Afrocentric Nubians 31.
I don't know about that call. I'm sorry. I was listening.
That was a quick 5 seconds.
Man. I don't even think guys even be set on their screen. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? We get the point of the screen.
Right.
She went under. Let it go. Candace, we got to shout out our loyal listeners.
Viewers.
Which is our parents.
Yes.
They watch every show.
Give us great feedback.
They do. In the middle of the game.
In the middle of the game.
Yeah, we get text messages the whole game from our parents.
And Family Benson.
Shout out to my dad and my mom out here.
And my parents too for all the support and love what we do. We gotta shout them out.
You gotta shout them out.
And shout out to all the parents and alumni students here. It's a great atmosphere. The JV team, who we need to give credit to because they really hyped this Purcell Marian team in the first half, but it's a nice crowd, so shout out to everybody who came out to the building and joined us today for this broadcast. But these Cavaliers are just too strong.
They are. And that's no knock on Afrocentric.
Oh, no.
It's respect. And I think that what we try to do here on Girls Only is to show the respect of players and the process that they've taken to get as good as they are. And Afrocentric, they beat up on teams too.
True.
And we've loved every bit of it, right? But in our wins and our losses, you've got to treat it the same. It's an opportunity to get better.
And one thing we do have to again recognize, Cameron Grant, the Afrocentric Nubian Junior, out for the season with the injury. We do want to see her all the support. And Janiyah Bowers there with that three-pointer.
That's a big shot.
Big shot.
And it was quick. That's a college shot right there.
And what can the Nubians do? I know the score is what it is, but they have 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this game. What can they do to work on just for the rest of the season?
I'm checking for Hart right now. Look, she's on that right side. Oh, she gave up left. She told you.
Oh, what a split. I'm going to say it one more time. Too big. Too strong, D. Alexander, Euro stepping, and Janiyah Bowers answering.
She just needed a break.
Yes.
She just needed a little water. That's all. That baby just needed some water. And she got a little juice back. There we go.
Janiyah, the freshman for the Nubians. But the Cavaliers completely in control.
Let's see if she's gonna sit.
There's
No, wrong
Alexander.
side.
They're still not guarding that left
But
hand.
hey, did you see Coach Shaq trying to show her?
Oh, listen.
Jada Mosley.
Jada Mosley with the pull up at the free throw line. There's Howell. There's Bowers. Howell down to Sam Thompson. Oh, what a fake. We see you, Janiyah.
Did you see that?
Couldn't get that one to go, but Sam Thompson gets the rebound.
Did you see the extension?
I seen that.
The fake pass with the one hand?
Listen, Janiyah Bowers is a freshman.
Hey, listen, y'all viewers better be watching this game. There's some playmaking going on.
She has a huge upside.
Shout out to our man blocking the camera. He didn't even know. Look, just walk across the camera. Every time they do it, I'm calling it out.
We calling it out.
You know,
We're trying to put on a good production.
we call it unconscious support. we got it unconscious support. He didn't realize he was supporting the show.
Yeah, and hopefully you didn't block that view of the
He
Nelson.
almost missed the play.
Cut to the basket. He's still out here working. There's Sierra Miller over to Mosley. Oh, a backdoor cut from Alexander. She went from
Right
left to
side.
right, but a little under the basket. There's Nelson. What a
Good
pass to Sam
pass.
Thompson. She finishes it.
Good pass.
Good pass, great finish.
Africentric is not going to quit, and this is what makes them tough.
Yes.
I don't care about the score, and if you're a true fan of women's basketball, it doesn't matter about the score. It's how you're going to play towards the end. That's what matters.
And as Vincent said, she's looking for all heart. And you see that defense intensity still in this fourth quarter.
They're going to keep playing.
Going high, causes the Cavaliers to call a timeout. What do you think Coach Shaq is telling his team in the timeout?
Keep playing. Keep playing. Keep going. Keep playing. We are not stopping until we get on that bus, period.
Yes.
Win or loss.
And we do.
That's how you coach.
Yes.
I mean, it's important to, I have to call this out. Coach Janisha, Coach Moss, the two coaches over there for Afrocentric, have been under tremendous leadership in Will McKinney. Will coached every single game the same way. That is what they are built of. They are not built of, well, we're going to play sometimes. Oh, well, if we're up, we're going to play. If we're in our home gym, no, that's not this team. And I think sometimes you don't reap everything early. You're going to see a different team in Afrocentric towards the end at that tournament. I'm telling you.
Come playoff time, the Nubians will be there. We do have to give them credit for coming down here to play a nationally ranked team. They're wanting to stack their schedule against the best. They have a big game coming up against Pickerington Central at the end of this month, too. So the Nubians are just taking them all on and still continuing to play hard. But these Cavaliers are completely in control. What a pass. Jada Mosley to D. Alexander.
She said, I'm not just a shooter.
Listen,
I'm not just a shooter.
she ain't a shooter. She a defender. She a passer.
And she takes charges.
And she takes charges.
And shooters don't take
And
charges.
she has a 3.8 GPA, that Jada Mosley, a student ambassador here at Purcell as well. And still battling. There's Sam Thompson with the rebound. She'll be heading to the free throw line. Listen, these players have to, you know what we say it? These are state champions.
Yeah.
They know each other. They've been battle tested, even though they're really, really young. Backdoor cut. That's
chemistry.
That's just chemistry. That's what that is, chemistry.
And here's the thing. We do have to look. Afrocentric is playing 7 players.
Wow.
And I don't see them too winded, because by now, I'd have been sitting over there with Coach Janisha, drinking Gatorade or Powerade or something by this up and down game.
Yeah.
And it's physical.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the pressure is still on. D gets it. Doesn't call the carry. She gets it under control, gets it to Mosley. There's Miller to Miller, sister to sister.
I got to give a shout out to Coach Shaq. I love how she doesn't whine about the calls. Right?
Right. Another backdoor. Jada
No.
Mosley. Oh,
I thought she was going to dunk.
Jada about to catch alley-oop too. Jada threw it on. Here's Sam Thompson taking it 1-on-2.
Told you.
And an offensive foul. That is key. That is key.
I think Coach Mosley has an incentive for charges. It's a lot of charges.
Listen, I think that was a deliberate thing they said coming in.
We're going to take if we get X amount of charges, what could he have told him?
No, there was a collegiate game where a coach said they will treat the entire team to Chipotle if they take charges. And one player took like 8 by herself. I think that was
wouldn't have had no Chipotle. I'm telling you that now. I am not going down like that. It's some players that haven't got up off of charges. So you got to watch your charges.
You ain't charging for Chipotle.
You have to size that person up. If that person is 2-3 times your size, that's not your charge.
You can't convince Benson the plate to get charges with a meal. You have to go 5-star.
No.
But these Cavaliers, we don't know what it was, but they're showing out on defense tonight. Here goes Alexander on the offensive side. It looks like they're pulling it back just a little bit. Oh, you seen it coming.
Oh, yeah.
But Howell was ready.
Look, D calling for it. D calling for it. D calling for it. Look. She said mouse in the house.
There goes the Oh, and Nelson way too late.
Hey, she said mouse in the house. Did you hear her? Oh, my gosh.
Directing the flow. D. Alexander. There's Grace. She didn't call bait, but she got it.
Does that count?
That does count.
Okay. Because you got to call it now.
As long as it goes through the basket. And there she is on the defensive end. Kiera Miller tries to get the handle, but she's able to control the ball. Winfrey with that good defense. Nelson. Just wasn't ready for
on the floor.
Still playing hard. Still on the floor.
I told you. If there is a team or a coach that's watching this game, you coach despite the win or the loss. And if you can do that and your team is bought into what you're trying to do, you've got great culture. This is what we see in culture by both programs. The great culture.
Yes, the Girls Only Hoops motto, there are wins and lessons.
Wins and lessons. We got a new cheerleading team
We
now?
sure do. They're taking it on there themselves. They sure do. There's Jada Mosley at the three-point line. Got control of the ball, gets it over to Trinity Small, being guarded by Claiborne, a little big. She carries it to the left side. Took on 2 defenders.
That's a nice move.
Trinity Small. Normally a three-point shooter, but show no fear taking it to the basket. Here's Nelson going 1-on-3.
No.
And there's Jada Mosley.
2 times.
Listen, we're not hyping three-pointers. We're not hyping offense. Jada Mosley with her 3rd charge of the game.
Look at
this. Set her feet, take it all on the body.
And here's the thing. That's really tough. It takes a lot of body control for that type of shot.
Yeah.
That's a floater. We don't want a floater.
Yeah.
Because the floater goes at that person. That's not the shot we want. We really want that stop the body.
Yep.
We got to stop the body. And I love it, because Nelson is, she's hurt. She done fouled out. She used all her fouls. She ain't got no more to give.
And
you got to love it.
Yeah, a tribute.
No, she didn't.
Oh, my God. Jada Mosley.
Sub.
Shooters shoot. Shooters play defense. Shooters pass. Shooters do it all. Jada Mosley sizing up the defense. Bigger, taller player on her. Through the legs. Boom.
That was nasty.
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 And don't let me ever forget it. That is a 3.8 GPA student.
I think we done created a little bit of a rivalry. Don't you feel it?
What?
Because I'm telling you, they got to go to Afrocentric next year. And Girls Only is going to be in the building. Girls Only Hoops is going to be in the building next year.
We got to see it. And these 2 teams are competing against each other. And listen, the camera flashed it. Purcell Marian got their own version. They get cheerleaders in the stands. No uniform. Just hoodies. Vibes.
And Uggs.
Hoodies.
But wait a minute. They've been here the whole game. We get to the 3rd, 4th quarter, we got a cheerleading team.
They got a cheerleading team.
You got to love it.
But that's what happens when the score is 78-44 and Jada Mosley, D. Alexander, Sierra Miller, Trinity Small are playing like they are, and this entire Purcell Marian team has just come out way too strong. There's Ariel Grace for 3. A little off, and there's the Cavaliers. They control it. That's Melanie Parker. Gets it over to Trinity Small. We have some subs in the game.
Right side.
Mackenzie Jones. Trinity Small for 3.
Oh, Lord. to just run it out. Just run it out.
Listen, no games. A minute and 24 seconds left.
And what I hope that teams will understand.
The feet set.
Yeah.
Look at the team in the background. They know it.
Yeah.
They know
it's the support.
Yes.
And here's the thing. Dynasties come and they go.
Yeah.
For Afrocentric to still be that dynasty, it's really impressive. It's really impressive to see them continue to fight. And again, they're without their best player.
Yes.
They are.
Yes. Cameron
this
Grant
game looks different. It looks different.
She will be back next year.
Okay.
She will be back at Afrocentric.
Yes, she will.
And
so you gotta compliment Purcell for what they're doing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you gotta respect it too.
Yes. But the rivalry is not over. We want to start when we love when girls compete against each other high. There's Bowers for 3, but the Cavaliers get it under control in a mini fast break. Still looking for their shot with about a minute to go in this game.
And they're still playing. They're still playing.
Still playing.
This has been fun. This has been a really, really good game.
There's Trinity Small. Oh, almost got her for the pass. There's Ashton Winfrey. And one.
Good
still
take.
Competing.
Good take.
Getting that and one. Ashton Winfrey finally able to get one to go.
I love it.
And we have a running clock. With Winfrey at the free throw line. She doesn't get that one to go, and the Cavaliers
they're still
under
playing.
Control, and there's Trinity Small. Gonna dribble the ball out. These 2022 Division III state champions, the Purcell Marian Cavaliers, take care of business in their house here in Purcell Marian High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. They beat the Africentric Nubians 81-46. And before we get out of here, we just got to recap a little bit about this game. First, let's just start with the Cavaliers. They came out strong, an 11-0 run. Afrocentric came back, but then the entire team, Jada Mosley, Kieran Sierra Miller, Trinity Small, D. Alexander, too big, too strong. What can you say about these Cavaliers?
They're tough. I mean, that is what a state champion that is still hungry looks like.
Yes.
And that's impressive. They act as if they've never won one.
That's it.
They act like they've never won one.
Yes.
They act like they haven't done anything. And when you have a team like that, that's very dangerous.
And really quick on the Nubians, what can they take after this game? What lessons?
Learning to adjust. You have to make adjustments quickly. Fighting, hustling, they got. But you got to make adjustments quicker. I love the hustle. I love the attitude.
And thank you everyone for joining us today. We are Girls Only Hoops. I am Candace Allen. This is Tanisha Benson. Afrocentric Nubians 46. The Purcell Marian Cavaliers 81. Please join us on Yamo Media on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Thank you.
Your dream could come true. The Ohio Media School is enrolling their next sports emphasis class soon. You'll learn about all the different aspects of what goes into the broadcast that you watch or listen to. Go from behind the scenes to the front of the camera. You'll also get hands-on opportunities to practice your skills through the Score On Air network. Call the Ohio Media School at 614-655-5250 or visit beonair.com/Columbus.
And just to end it here, thank you for everybody for joining us today here at Purcell Marian High School. We are Girls Only Hoops and Yamo Media presented by My Ball. The Purcell Marian Cavaliers defeated the Africentric Nubians 81-46. Please join us for recaps on Wednesdays. Girls Only Hoops on Yamo Media, where we recap all of girls basketball around the state of Ohio. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.